Good morning, everybody. I'm Chris, and this is Uncensored Live. Today, we're live from my office. Next week, might be live from the racetrack. In December, we're going to be live in Vegas for Karate Combat 43 and UFC 296. That's right, back-to-back shows. Are you ready for that? Do I look excited? I am. I'm Chris. I work for MMA Uncensored, and we're going to start a new show. It's called Uncensored Live. We're going to come and just talk about whatever's current, whatever is the hot topics, maybe 2 or 3 hot topics a week. And we're going to bring them right to you. They're probably going to be raw, cut, uncut, uncensored, probably adult content at times. So let's dive into it. This week we had UFC, I believe it was UFC 82 in Vegas. Interesting things happened on that card. We had some twerking by a coach and his student, his female UFC fighter. They did some twerking. Azim from the Goat Shed and his fighter. Hey Shay, would you do me a favor and Google that for me? I got my assistant over here pulling up information because, to be honest with you, I don't feel like doing it, but she'll do it. Pull up the UFC show, UFC Vegas 82, of the twerking. Yeah, the twerk. Give me the fighter's name. Thank you. We'll show you who my assistant is here soon. Might have to put the kids in the back room, though. You know what I'm saying? You may not be ready for that. And if you're wondering, this here it's just iced tea, man. Last weekend's UFC card. The girl that was twerking with the zine. All you got to do is put UFC and twerk. She's rusty. We'll get her straight. I also want to talk about Francis Ngannou a little bit. John Jones. I want to talk about the UFC 296 fight card. Thank you. Thank you, lovely assistant. Let's hit on this real quick. This was good. Talking about viral. Mm-hmm. The fighter's name is Aylin Perez. She trains out of the Goat Shed under Azim. And some people call him President Awesome. He's actually the new president of Karate Combat. Very exciting. So she did the old twerkaroonie, and then he did the old twerkaroonie. And then there's a video, like a celebration video as well. Very, very interesting. Yeah. So that's the news there. I was trying to pull up the video, but this phone's locked. Shout out to Verizon iPhone for locking my phone. Wait, hold on. We might have found a video. We got a video of Audi. It's basically Christmas week, guys. It's like Christmas week. Here we go. Video from Nina. Nina. She's getting the twerk around there. We'll do it one more time. This is funny. Twerk, twerk, twerk. Here we go. Little butt slap. Thank you, Nina Marie Danielle. She's everywhere. She's all over the place. Shout out to Nina. You got to respect that girl. She's hustling. I see all the negative comments and bullshit she gets. Try doing what she does for a day, right? Put her shoes on and do what she does, right? And then start criticizing, right? Same with me, same with anybody. That's why I try not to criticize or um, belittle or even have negative thoughts about anything anymore. It's just not right. But we're human, you know. People get jealous and wonder why somebody has this and somebody doesn't have that. Well, how about this? Work harder. Mhm. Work harder, because obviously she worked harder, and other people in this industry work real hard to get where they're at. Work harder. Let's move on. Yeah, moving right along. Just checking the battery. Yep, see it's green, so we're good. I want to talk about Karate Combat 43. That's what I want to talk about. I've been going to Karate Combat events for a while now, and exciting, man. I mean, I've sat ringside, and when I say ringside, I mean hands length to where the fighters are um, touch their feet. Like 4 or 5 feet away, and the fighters are in the ring. I've sat right there for bare knuckle boxing events. Um, I've sat floor for UFC events. Very exciting, man, because the view, it's wow, it's straight in. There's no obstructions. And my view is I'm actually about a foot higher than the foot and a half higher than the edge of the pit, the railing. So we're looking down a lot of times, or even eye level with the fighters, and they're coming at you, man. Amazing, truly great product and company there at Karate Combat. They put out a great product. They have a new president. Their past president, Adam Skovacs, I believe his name is. Um, Super great guy. And incoming president, Azim. Um, Let me get his full name for you guys. I got his name here. Mm-hmm. Azim Zaidi. Yeah. Owns the Goat Shed, and good guy. He's the Karate Combat president. He's in Vegas right now, I believe. We'll try to get in touch with him later. We can do an interview with him. I'm not sure where he is. Maybe the last thing I saw on his um, Instagram was he's heading to Hungary or somewhere, Bulgaria. I don't know. I believe he's heading to do interviews with um, one of the fighters, former bare knuckle fighting championship um, champion. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. Maybe get some content and do some filming out there. That would be fun. So we're going to be at Karate Combat 43. Let me just get the details real quick so you guys can have the exact dates here. It's going to be December, I think it's December 15th or 16th. Yeah. So it's going to be Karate Combat 43, and it's going to be Friday, December 15th, 7 p.m. Okay. And tickets are on sale, and it's going to be in Las Vegas. And I will read you the fight card. Get ready. I'm going to start from the top. We always start from the top. All right, super fight. Anthony Pettis versus Benson Henderson. This will be their third fight. Amazing, amazing fight. Heavyweight title. Ross Levine versus Smiling Sam Alvey. It's going to be a fun one. Women's bantamweight title fight. Omara Molina versus Melinda Fabian. Catchweight. Raymond Daniels versus Adrian Hadrabo. Bear with me, guys. These names are going to be difficult for me, but I'm going to do my best. All right. Heavyweight. Zachariah Ben Bushta versus Antonio Arroyo. Catchweight. Shannon Hudson versus Shinzo Mashida. You know that name, don't you? Shinzo Mashida. Elijah Everill versus Javier Ortega. Robbie Lavoie versus Gabriel Stankunas. That's a bantamweight. The last three are bantamweights. Loxby Montalvan versus Gabriel Diaz. And the last one, Jordan Barker versus Damian Villa. This is going to be Las Vegas, and let me get you the exact venue. Let's see if I can pull that up for you, fellas. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. World Market Expo, World Market Center Expo. Sorry, guys, I'm talking to Azim. Yeah, that's Azim right here. He's traveling, guys. Here we go. We'll catch him next time. Um, we'll tell him safe travels. All right. See, that's how this show's going to be. It's going to be a few interruptions and whatever. It gives you a chance to go get a coffee, or if you're watching this at night, grab a cold beer, smoke, whatever you guys do. Um, whatever the pace is. But we're going to put out some information. We're going to have probably some celebrities calling in. I'll get them up on FaceTime, and then we'll put them on the TV. We'll do some fun stuff. Um, I'm going to do some giveaways. Let's just do whatever we want. But the next subject, we're going to skip from KC43. So everybody get the KC43 info. We'll be there. We'll be there pit side. We're going to have, let's see, I got something here. Check this out, guys. I've got a pair of Karate Combat gloves signed by Boss Rutan and Lyoto Moshida. We're going to give those away. Look. Two. Check them out. So those will be given away. All right. Tons of merch. Dope products. We'll be giving stuff away. All right. So let's skip into UFC 296. Actually, let's go to UFC last week's 282. We talked about the twerking. We talked about Azim in the goat shed. The main event. A lot of people were talking about the main event. Brandon Allen, I believe, won by submission or TKO. I believe it was submission. Round 3 over Paul Craig. You know, it is what it is. Decent fight card, but we're gonna skip because it's over. And UFC 296. That's what we're talking, right? So we just talked UFC. We just talked Karate Combat in Vegas. That's going to be on the 15th. And now the 16th, because the 15th is a Friday, and then the 16th is UFC 296, which might be the card of the year. It might be the card of the year, right? I mean, goodness. You got Shavkat, you got Colby, you got I mean, let me pull up the card, guys. Let's not play, right? And besides, if I make a mistake and I say something wrong or I forget something, you guys will roast me, man. I'll be like the MMA uncensored guy that has no memory. So let's do it right. Let's do it slowly. You know what I mean? Like when you have Your girlfriend in bed, right? Get that lotion out, rub them feet. Take it slow, man. Let's take it slow. Slow burn, right? When you buffing out that car, man. Take it slow. UFC 296. Oh my. All right. Leon Edwards, Colby Covington. This is the fight we've all been waiting for. Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington. I mean, this could go two ways for me, right? This could go head kick, knockout, or head kick, ground and pound. Leon, anytime, any of the 5 rounds. You've seen what he did to Kamaru Usman. And I'm going to segue real quick, guys. Kamaru Usman does not get the respect he deserves. He was an active champion. He was a respected champion. He was a clean champion. And he was great for the sport. Shout out to Kamaru Usman. And yeah, that's it. I may even cut this clip up and send it to him because he doesn't get the respect he deserves. And I'm going to give him more. All right. Happy holidays to you and your family. And Dominance MMA. We got the phones going off, guys. Some breaking news maybe here. Hold on. I got 1, 2, 3 phones. We've got the laptop here. Hold on here. Laptop now. All right, so that's how we roll. Let's run down that UFC 296 fight card. All right, here we go. Starting from the top, because we always start from the top, right, Mac? Mac Malley. Shout out to Mac Malley, buddy. Big old Mac Malley. Mac Malley's a combat karate, karate combat guy. He's been working for them for a long time. He's doing a huge promotion, I believe, right, Mac? For a giveaway, $1,000 towards your flights, 2 tickets, VIP, the whole shebang. And that's Karate Combat. That's Karate Combat 43, live Las Vegas, December 15th. All right. Let's go with the fight card. UFC 296. Big shout out to Mac Malley. Mac Malley. All right. Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington. UFC welterweight title bout. All right. Flyweight title bout. Alexandre Pantoja versus Brandon Royval. Here we go. This is the fight I want to see. Welterweight bout. Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Look at the line on this. Shavkat minus 520. Wonderboy plus 390. All right. Let's scoot back up to Leon versus Colby. Here's the line. Minus 125 Leon. Plus 105 Colby. Close to even. Here's the line on Pantoja. Minus 230. Royval plus 195. Let's go back to Shavkat versus Thompson once again. Huge favorite, minus 520 for Kazakhstan's Shavkat Rakhmonov. All right. Bing, bing, bing. Let's do it, man. El Kakui! Tony Ferguson. I'm over here like this. I need to be like this, right? El Kakui! Tony Ferguson versus Patty, the Baddie Pimblett. Patty the Baddie. He's been quiet on social media. All business. Itching my thumb. Patty the Batty. All right, once again, Patty the Batty versus Tony Ferguson. Here's the line, plus 260. Tony, dog on this one. Minus 325 for Patty. That's going to be a good scrap. All right, here we go. Welterweight bout. Vicente Luque versus Ian Machado Gary. Here we go. Plus 210. Luque. Minus 250. Ireland's Gary. Good banger here. Another one, guys. We're going to step down into the prelims. Josh Emmett versus Giga Chikadze. Here we go for the line. Plus 130. Emmett. Minus 150 for the Georgian Chikadze. Women's bantamweight. Irene Aldana versus Carol Rosa. Here's the line. Minus 160 Aldana. Plus 140 for the Brazilian Rosa. All right. One of my favorite fighters all time, guys. I mean, love him or hate him. Cody, no love, Garbrandt versus Brian Kelleher. Minus 185 for no love. Plus 150 for Brian Kelleher coming off an injury. Let's see how that one goes. Back into the women's flyweight. Casey O'Neill versus Ariana Lipski. Oh my. I'll be watching that one. Minus 180 for the Australian O'Neill. Plus 150 for the Brazilian Lipski. Sorry. Shake that one off. All right. United States brings Alonzo Menifield, light heavyweight, massive dude. Alonzo Menifield versus Dustin Jacoby, plus 150 for Alonzo, minus 180 for Dustin. Kind of a close one there. All right, we're going to go heavyweights. Martin Buday versus Shamil Gaziev. We're going to go flyweights. Tagir Ulanbekov versus Cody Durden. All right, and we're going to round it out with Randy Brown versus Muslim Salakov. And that's what I got. And that's directly from UFC.com this morning, today. And we're going to give you the date, right? The date. Today is the date. Today is the 20th, November 20th, 2023. Let me say this real quick. UFC 296 obviously is stacked. We will be there. I'd like to see some of our fans there, you know? If you're going to show up to UFC 296, if you're going to be there in Vegas, you know, send us a message, you know, on Instagram, on Twitter. Twitter would be real good because I can check them easily. Instagram's a little harder to check messages. You know, drop us a comment in one of the posts. You know, just let us know we're going to be there. Send us an email, mma.uncensored@yahoo.com. Let us know you're going to be there. We'll meet up. We'll make a post and say we're here. We'll probably bring some merch. At least we'll come out to shake your hand and, you know, say, hey, what's up? Follow you on Instagram or socials. Take a picture with you. You know, shoot the shit. You know, even if you guys don't like us, come out and say hi. I mean, we're not that bad. We've got 3 of us that are going to be there. 3 people from MMA Uncensored are going to be there. You're going to have Ben Davis, you're going to have Abby, and you're going to have myself. And who knows, there are going to be more people. I definitely will be, we'll definitely have a lot of stars and athletes in the area. So bring your Sharpies if you want the signatures. And UFC 296, once again, Colby Covington steps in the ring after almost, year and a half off after the Jorge Masvidal assault. Colby Covington returns, lean and mean. I've seen him working out versus Leon Edwards, coming off 2 wins off Kamaru Usman, 1 knockout in the 5th round. Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington. Holy moly. I mean, I can't talk about that enough. And then you got Karate Combat. You got you got Anthony Pettis. I was going to say Sergio. That's Anthony's younger brother. You got Anthony Showtime Pettis versus Benson Henderson 3 in the Karate Combat pit. Can you imagine what's going to happen in there? It's going to be amazing. Amazing fight. Huge fight card. Ross Levine, heavyweight title bout versus Sam Alvey. Yeah, it's stacked. All right, let's go on to Francis Ngannou. So Francis Ngannou, evidently he made between $10 and $15 million for his fight versus Tyson Fury. I believe he won. I believe it was at least a draw, or he won with that knockdown. And once again, it doesn't really matter because he couldn't have won the title, but it was a big win for MMA finally. After all these wild defeats with Jake Paul. Jake Paul's fighting in a couple weeks here in Orlando. I think it's the 20th. I'm not sure the day actually, but it's coming up soon. It's like in 2 weeks, so it's maybe December 7th or something, or the 2nd. But he's fighting here in Orlando. We're our studio here is in Orlando. I'm talking from my office. I have an office here in Orlando. And sometimes we'll probably be down near the pool area where we do our training and meditation and ice baths and all that stuff. We have a nice little setup here in Orlando. But we're going to be in Vegas, and then we're going to be in the Dominican, and we're going to be in Brazil. We've got a busy schedule next year, and you guys will come along with the journey. We'll do these videos once a week. So enough filler. Let's talk about Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou made a lot of money. His next fight is going to be in next year versus someone at heavyweight in PFL. The opponent will make a minimum of $2 million, which is cool. PFL has bought out Bellator. They're going to merge, I believe. We're going to discuss fighter contracts. That's what people want to discuss, fighter contracts. But there's going to be a huge announcement about Bellator being bought out by PFL. So I think all the fighters will just be on one, maybe one, card, or they'll just separate them for a little while, until they run these tournaments or whatever, and then they'll combine them. All those. I don't know what they're going to do. We'll find out. Ariel Helwani has some news today. Ariel Helwani has a big show, so check out Ariel Helwani. I believe he's going to have the PFL owner on today. Let's see. So big shout out to Francis Ngannou, Eric Nixick from his coach, and Stream Couture, all them guys. I mean, with Sean Strickland, and yeah, definitely coach of the year, Eric Nixick. Fighter of the year, I'm gonna go with Alex Pereira. I know nobody's asking me these questions, but I just feel it. Alex Pereira, he would be my fighter of the year, possibly Islam. I'm not sure. I mean, but yeah, Alex Pereira for what he's done. 2 years. Won 2 UFC titles, 2 weight divisions. I mean, how can you not pick him? Plus, he's a classy dude. Um, they've got some really good merch too out. I believe Full Violence, fullviolencestore.com, or Full Violence at Full Violence Instagram, something like that. They have really cool merch um, yeah, with Poetan, Alex Pereira, Papa Gio Poppy. What's his name? We had him on the podcast. He said don't call him whatever Papa Gio. Let me see what is he going by now. He did some pretty good viral videos with him. Pull him up on Instagram. Little guy here, Gio. Yeah, he calls himself Poppy Gio. Almost got 100,000. Yep, go check him out. He's got Poppy Gio. That's what he calls himself. Go check him out. He's got some cool merch, and they're doing some collabs with Full Violence. So yeah, there you go. Shout out to them. Full Violence, making some good merch. Good IG page. Um, yeah. Wow, look at that. And yeah. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I was watching this video, and it was a girl like with her booty hanging out. Tom, why didn't you collab? Tom DeBlass, a good friend of mine. Everybody knows Tom. Sorry, I got distracted. I'll show you guys, man. Look, the girl with a booty hanging out. They're gonna like fight, you know. Yeah, I was distracted. You know what I mean? I was distracted. Let me shut that off. Where were we? Okay, yeah. UFC 296. We talked about Full Violence's store. We talked about Poppy Gio. Ton de Blas has a extraordinary project called Buddies Over Bullies. Check that out. It's an anti-bullying campaign. Amazing project. Check that out. I think it's go to Tom DeBlass's Instagram. He'll have all that information there. Shout out to our sponsors here. Life Cycle. Life Cycle. Unlocking humanity's potential. They're a mushroom and helps you with many things. You can check it out, lifecycle.com. LIFECYKEL.com. A couple of more of our sponsors, Combat Sports Investing. Check them out for your UFC picks. Whenever they have UFC picks, combatsportsinvesting.com. Check them out. You can buy them picks weekly or monthly. RDX Sports for your boxing, MMA equipment, and apparel. RDXsports.com. Tesla, Rolex. Big shout out to Campai for the merch. We did some work for Campai Media and David Nam and Mac and Ice Bags for a couple months. Real nice crew there at Campai Media. It was nice working with you guys. Bags, Mac, David, everybody. Excuse me. I gotta get a drink. They sent us some really nice merch. John Jones wears this one. Let me tell you, I don't even have a shirt on under this because it's so comfortable. Here you go. Rugged. RUGB. Campai. Really nice. Look at that. Wait, here we go. Campai. Haha. Shout out to Campai. Check their awesome podcast, Overdog Podcast. It's on YouTube. It's banging. They get some major guests. They've already had John Jones, Bo Nickel, DJ. I believe Ilya's coming on. Great show. Great group of people there. Overdog's podcast on all your YouTube, Instagram, socials, and especially YouTube. That's where they're putting all their content. So check out overdogspodcast.com. Big shout out to them. It's a pleasure working for you guys. I'll see you guys in Vegas. Definitely. And shout out to MMA Uncensored. They're the ones paying the bills. And I'm Chris. This is Uncensored Live, and we'll be here once a week just talking about what's going on in combat sports and some wild and crazy shit, I guess, right? All right, everybody have a great day. Today's Monday the 20th. This is a holiday week for a lot of people, Thanksgiving, and then you have Black Friday, and so everybody be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. I don't drink anymore. Gave that stuff up a long time ago. Just made me not feel good anymore. It felt good when you were doing it, but the next day you felt like crap. So it's not worth it. So yeah, there's other things that can make you feel good. That's it. We're heading over to Fusion Excel tomorrow to do some filming. We were there over the weekend with Mike Perry, Leota Machida, and that's it. The lawn guy's cutting my lawn, and it's going to get loud. So y'all take care.